I was recently a guest on a mastermind webinar, and the question came up, why do people buy from other people? Do they buy because they like that person? Do they buy because they trust that person? Or do they buy because they see that person as an expert? And my answer is neither, which I'm going to teach you today. Hello, happy Tuesday. This is Darren Roberts, Master Trainer at Impact Training Corporation and the Abundance Accelerant. Welcome to the Tuesday Tickle and Tick show number 64. Today, why do people buy from you? Well, the answer is and, not or. People will buy from you because they like you and they trust you and they see you as an expert that can fix the things they want fixed. So how do we put this all together? I'm going to teach you that today. And I wanted to refer to three small sentences that are important to understand that. The first one is that people like themselves. People like themselves. People like people that are similar to them. The second one, people will buy when they like and trust you. People will buy when they like and trust you. And the third one is that people will trust you when you can prove that you are an expert that can fix the things that they want fixed. People will trust you when you can prove that you're an expert that can fix the things that they want fixed. So let me help you with that. Let's reverse it. Let's start with the expert. How do you be seen as an expert that can fix the things that they want fixed? Well, firstly, you need to understand, what does the customer want? What does the potential client want? Too often do communicators, sales professionals just jump in to the products and services that they have because they're so excited about it without diagnosing the problem. So let's make sure we diagnose a problem before you prescribe the solution. We call this diagnosing a problem qualification. It's over 80% of the success of your ability to have someone make a positive decision, over 80% of the success of your sales cycle. And as you know, we've taught you the 4 W's and a H questioning sequence. We've taught you discovery questions. You need to find out what is the compelling reason for that customer to make a decision. What feelings do they want to move towards and what feelings do they want to move away from? Because as we've discussed, emotions are 100% of decision making, and avoiding a negative feeling is the greatest motivator of human behavior for a quick decision. So firstly, you need to understand your customer and what is their compelling reason. Secondly, you need proof tools. You need to prove that you have helped people previously that is similar or the same as what your potential customer wants to achieve. So those proof tools could be written testimonials, videos, models, PowerPoints, photos. You need to have them ready to go so you can prove what you're saying is true. Now, by the way, with lots of people training and selling and presenting online, if you're presenting online, you need these tools ready to go. You need to be able to share your screen and show a video or put a link into the comments on Zoom so that your customers can see that instantly. So understand what the customer wants and prove that you have achieved with other customers something very similar to what that customer wants. The second part is trust. How do people trust you and see you as an expert? Well, you've got to teach them things. You've got to teach the prospect something they don't know. When that happens, you're seen as an expert. No matter how much experience you have, if you can teach the prospect something they don't know, new trends, technology, new things that are working, maybe myths from the past that aren't working anymore and why your new way is the best way and the newest way, then you'll be seen as an expert. We call it an ink spot, I-N-K. I never knew that it stands for. And if you can link that to a unique selling point, now remember, your unique selling point is something tangible, like you're the first or the only or the longest or the shortest in your industry, in your area. You're the only one to have something. Then you're seen as an expert, you've got trust, and you're the only one in the industry to do things. Then suddenly you create market share. Now, by the way, I encourage you and your teams to have what we call a teach sheet. It's the 4 or 5 main reasons why someone would inquire with your business, and what are 2 or 3 facts that you can teach with each of those reasons for inquiring. And by the way, also include your USPs on there. When you're seen as an expert and you can connect that where you're the only one in the area to have something with a USP, you increase conversion and get market share. The third thing is that people like themselves. So when you're delivering your communication, you need to match the way that that person, your potential customer, likes to communicate. So firstly, you need to notice. You need to notice the way that they're communicating, and you need to adapt your communication in a manner that matches theirs. So we mirror and match body language. We mirror and match speed of speech, tonality, tone, pauses, hand gestures, volume, the level of detail that customer does or doesn't want. Do they like lots of chit chat? Do they want to get straight to the point? Do they like lots of facts? Do they like to have a laugh? Do they use lots of hand gestures? Do they use no hand gestures? And when you're presenting face-to-face, online, or over the telephone from a verbal perspective, you need to match the customer. So people will buy from you when they like you and you have a connection. You know about building rapport and mutual commonality. We use a little communication sequence called ALF, A-L-F, ask, listen, formulate, to help with that. You can do some research on their interests, nothing too creepy, bit of research on their interests, how long they've been at the company, so that you've got something quickly to build rapport on. So yes, we build that connection, but then mirror and match the way that they like to communicate. When you put all those three together, you've nailed the trifecta, where people will buy because they like you, because they trust you, and because they see you as a trusted expert who can fix the things that they want fixed. Now, by the way, particularly with the last one, as you know, we are trainers and distributors of DISC behavioural styles, which is exactly that part 3, where people like themselves, and people will buy when they like and trust you. So if you want to learn more about DISC, we actually have an online workshop coming up on the 21st of August. It's actually for our Sales Authority Club, which is usually face-to-face every quarter and online in between. But this one is, because of COVID, is all online. So if you want to find out your own behavioural style, but most importantly, understand how do you pick up on other people's behavioural style, and how do you adjust your communication to match that person so more people connect with you and more people see value in your communication, then I'll put the link below. Usually it's only for our Sales Authority Club members, but because we're doing it online, there's no restrictions. We can go all around the world and fill not just the room, but because we're doing it live, we can just have as many people on there as possible. So I'm going to put the link in below. You're very welcome to register with that, and for a day, be part of our Sales Authority Club. So make sure, as an effective communicator, as a sales professional, business owner, manager, that you're nailing the trifecta. That you're making sure you're connecting with people so they like you. You're giving them some proof so they trust you. And you're being seen as an expert that can fix the things that they want fixed. You guys have a great Tuesday. We'll see you next time for the Tuesday Tickle and Tick. Bye for now.